to vintage eats, the most commonly associated ingredient is jello. For decades, it was used to encase anything and everything in a sweetened gelatin. Today I'm going to be recreating perfection salad, a dish that lasted from 1905 until around the late 1970s, when savory jello recipes fell out of favor. Then I'll be using it as inspiration to make this gorgeous Sweet Asian Slaw, which is a huge hit on my website, theglamouroushousewife.com. It turns out the jello salad, beloved in the 1950s and 60s, was a remnant of the burgeoning study of food science at the turn of the century. At that time, the newly formed study of home economics wanted to use scientific and business principles to make everything associated with being a housewife into a streamlined and foolproof process. Unfortunately, things like vegetables and salad were considered messy and disorganized. In 1905, Knox Brand Gelatin had a contest to promote their newfangled instant powder gelatin, and Mrs. John Cook of Newcastle, Pennsylvania, won third prize for a dish she called Perfection Salad, which was essentially thinly sliced cabbage, celery, and peppers wrapped in a sweet and tangy gelatin. Enveloping untidy vegetables in a gelatin casing was considered more hygienic and beautiful to the Victorian tastemakers. It also had the added bonus of preserving food, which made it last longer. Though Victorians were used to using gelatin in things like puddings and jellies, it was essentially the first time gelatin was used to encase a green salad. And the thrill of being able to regulate and curtail vegetables lasted for decades. The original recipe used 1 envelope of Knox sparkling gelatin, which doesn't exist any longer. It was essentially lemon jello without the sugar. So I'll be substituting with 1 package of lemon jello and omitting the sugar from the original recipe, which is made as follows. In a bowl, combine 1 6-ounce package of lemon jello, 2.5 cups boiling water, half a cup mild vinegar, I used apple cider vinegar, the juice of 1 lemon, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Let that cool until just beginning to set, and then add 1 cup shredded cabbage, 2 cups diced celery, and 3 tablespoons canned sweet red peppers finely diced. Pour it into a mold and chill until firm. Really curious to see what a recipe from 1905 tastes like. Let's find out. Nope. Oh, it is way sour. I like jello salads. This one is not good. Nope. It's really vinegary. Wow. You know what it needs? Mayonnaise. And I'm not kidding. Ugh. How did this last from 1905 to the 1970s? I am baffled. Of Bob. Nope. Yuck. So I am not a fan of this vintage slaw, but normally I adore salads, and this Sweet Asian Slaw is one of my favorites. In a jar, combine half a cup of oil, half a cup of rice vinegar, 1/3 cup sugar, and 1 to 2 teaspoons salt or soy sauce. Shake to combine and then set aside. Before you freak out on the amount of sugar in this recipe, remember, I don't call it Sweet Asian Slaw for nothing. But of course, you can always reduce the amount of sugar to get it to your liking. And if you don't eat regular sugar, feel free to substitute with honey or whatever sweetener you like. Next, you need to toast up your almonds. Heat up a bit of oil in a skillet over medium heat and then add half a cup sliced almonds. Sprinkle with salt and then wait for a minute or 2 until the almonds begin to get golden brown. Do not walk away because these go from raw to burnt very quickly. When finished, remove them from the hot pan to a dish and let cool. For the salad, in a large bowl, combine 3 cups of shredded green cabbage, 1 cup of shredded red cabbage, 1/4 cup of thinly sliced scallions, and then the toasted almonds. Toss with the dressing and then sprinkle with fresh cilantro and black sesame seeds. Now this is perfection. And what I really love is that you can turn this into a main dish if you want by adding a little bit of chicken and turn it into a chicken salad if you'd like. And it has the perfect balance of the sweet and the acid and the savory. Delicious. As a modern woman, I am thrilled. We are no longer constrained by the aesthetic tastes of the stuffy Victorians. Just as women are no longer sheathed in a whalebone corset, so too has the salad been let free of its gelatinous cage. If you liked any of the home goods in today's video, you can find them at my online store, retrodepot.co. Just click the link in the description box below. It turns out the jello salad, food science something, food study was actually a remnant from the burgeoning study of the food sciences at the turn of the century. Was that right? Okay, no, we're gonna get it.
Remnant.
What do I say? Remnant? Was a remnant of the study of food sciences. You have no idea what goes on in this brain. It is not good. At the turn of the century. That's it, right? Was the burgeoning study of food science at the turn of the century was a remnant. I could not have written a more difficult sentence. Was a remnant of the study of food science at the turn of the century. Oh, that was good. You could maybe use that.